Ali Abdelaziz, Dominance MMA. I've never seen anything, I don't think, like this before. Dominance MMA Media Day here at the Tyson Ranch. 25, 30 of your clients here. I mean, very high-level clients from across multiple organizations. What gave you the idea to want to do this? Because I'm sure, this isn't a cheap day for you. It's transportation. It's difficult to arrange with all these schedules of these guys. What made you want to put this together?
Man, I wanted to be 50 because, a lot of my Russian fighters, Khabib, Islam Makhachev, all these guys, they couldn't be here. I'll have a Russian one for sure. Listen, that's how I feel about this whole thing. I feel a lot of these guys like Frankie Edgar, like Henry, like Osman, they invest for me for 10 years, 9 years, and I'm at this point in my career, I'm doing okay, I'm doing well, and I want to invest in them. They invested in me, they trusted me, they stuck by me, they stay loyal to me, and I feel now, Bellator is a great organization, BFL, UFC, but they have so many shows. I don't think fighter get enough media outlet, in giving exposure. And today, I wasn't on stage and with them and stuff like that. And I tried to stay out of it, but they kept me in it, and they kept me in it. But I really want to do this for them, to very much, to first of all, to get a media outlet, to get content out there to the media, to give you content, to kind of very much tell their stories, what's next, what's not next. It's not fight week. Fight week, everybody's emotional. They can't really talk the way you want them to talk, but I think everybody's relaxed, a great environment, and so much respect. You have Henry Cejudo, you have Cody, you have Marlon, and you have, missing somebody, Henry, Cody, Marlon, and Frankie, all in the same weight division. And they had dinner last night, and it's been fun, having a guy like Osman have not talked to the media for a long time and bring him in to talk to the media. Guy like Fabrice, you guys haven't heard from him, and you get to talk to him. Guys like Anthony Johnson coming back to a heavyweight division, and in a way, I'm investing back into my athlete, and I will keep. I'm gonna do this 2-3 times a year. You see guys like Othman Azaitar, young Moroccan lion, that he wants to take UFC to Morocco. You understand? There's so many different visions. I'm not doing this to go against a promoter or a manager, or I want to do everybody do so well. I want to do managers do better. I want to do promoter do better. I want to do, it's so much hate out there. And I'm calming myself down. I'm going to get all my bad energy in training and sparring. But, I'm just not going to start to hate people. I hate no one. And it's just this, I just want to have positive energy surround me, surround my fighters. But one thing, also, that mean hate, no disrespect. I don't take disrespect very well to me or any of my fighters. I take it very, very heavily, and sometimes I behave rationally, and I'll try to control myself, to conduct myself as a professional, but I'm still a man.
I was going to say, what brought upon that change of philosophy? I don't mean to insult you, but yeah, we think of you as this kind of hot-headed guy. That's been in, fights with other managers at times and openly kind of yelled at the media and that sort of thing. What brought about this change in philosophy? Because,
listen, at the end of the day, I'm still speak my mind, but I don't need to hate other fellow managers because they try to do what I'm trying to do. They try to make a living for their family. I don't want to hate fight with a promoter, but if I fight a promoter, it's going to hurt my athlete. And, the media, listen, I have love and hate in relationship with the media because, sometimes you might say something about a guy, I'm still not going to like it. But one good thing about it, you have to respect it. I'm going to let you know I don't like it. A lot of time we'll go behind your back and do things and say things about you. I don't think it's ever I went to say bad things about anybody's back. I couldn't say it in the front. And this is, I'm a realist. And I believe I'm the realest as they come. If I have a problem with you, you know it. But it doesn't mean I have to hate you. I do not hate anyone. I really, even after this Conor situation, I don't hate Conor McGregor. I don't hate his team. I don't hate his management. I don't hate nobody. You understand? Anthony brought some other managers. I don't hate none of these guys. At the end of the day, I'm trying to make a living for my family. They try to do the same thing. That's it. But I'm good with a lot of people in the sport. A lot of people not good with me. Dana White said to me a couple of days ago. He said, because I talk to Dana about certain things sometimes. And listen, he's a promoter. A lot of time was Osman's situation. I did not like him. I did not like Dana and these guys. But at the end of the day, I respect him. And also I understand they have to do what's the best for the UFC. I have to do the best for my fighter. And he said that kill people with success. He said he did it to a lot of his haters, right? And and that's somebody I really respect. You understand? And I just, you know what? And I thought about it, and I left back, and it changed my mind a lot of things. But I never been a hateful person. I don't hate people. I cannot hate somebody more than a day, because what I decided, the hate I take back to my family, take back to my kids. You understand? Listen, I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I do a lot of stupid shit sometimes, but I don't hate people. I don't, I'm not trying to harm people. But today was an awesome day, man. I see all these guys having fun. Verdum, Anthony Johnson, Frankie Edgar. I'm talking about legends, are here. And I'm under their banner. They say I'm under their banner. No, I'm the servant. Like I said, I have many masters, and I'm their servants.
You mentioned Conor McGregor's name there. It's a good one to bring up because he's linked to a lot of your clients. Frankie Edgar as a potential, which seems a bit of a weird one that's out there, but Justin Gaethje, you mentioned that as a possible fight as well. I know Conor's not your guy, but you've done business with him before. Does he fit in with one of your guys right now?
Listen, Conor McGregor, I don't really care about this guy, what he does with his career. He probably in Ireland brushing toilets. I can give a flying, you know what? I don't really care about him. The whole thing is, he should have fought Frankie Edgar 5 years ago. He chose Cheb Mendes when Cheb Mendes coming off a 45-day camp in the building. Frankie Edgar will still whip your ass any day of the week, boy. Don't ever forget that. You can't wrestle for shit. You don't have heart. You don't have charisma. Don't get it twisted. Doesn't mean I don't hate you. I respect you, because I do not respect you. 100%. He talking about, he answered everybody. He answered to Frankie. He answered to Poirier. He answered to everybody out there. The one guy he did not answer to is Justin Gaethje. We know what Justin Gaethje does to people. Justin Gaethje, he give you his soul or he take your soul. But guess what? Khabib already take his soul. Guys, Conor McGregor is done. The UFC right now, they try to figure out how they can cash out of him. How they can get, because he's still one of the biggest stars in the sport. We can't deny him. But the man have no soul, he have no heart, and he got no cojones. You understand? And I believe this is something him and his whole team had. They, include couple guys. You understand? It's the culture of them. The culture here, everybody gangsters. The culture there, everybody give up. That's it.
Out of all the clients you had here, there were a lot of questions for a lot of them. But Anthony Johnson, I think people were as excited to see him as anybody else. Give me an update on kind of what you see his career doing from here, and what kind of matchup do you think he could debut with? Because it feels like his popularity is as high as it ever was.
Listen, Anthony Johnson, 250 pounds. This man is a walking tank. He takes some time off. He got away from the sport. Guess what? The average weight age in the heavyweight division is 38. He's 33 or 32. He's younger out of all of them. Johnny Rosanius, we coming. Derek Lewis, we coming. Everybody out there in the top 10, we coming. No disrespect to none of you, because you guys are all great fighters. But Anthony Johnson is a different kind of animal. He's going to put holes in people's head. He's vicious. He's ferocious, and he can. You saw what he did with Sweden. What he did, he silenced 30,000 people. He have power, man. God gifted power, like Mike Tyson. Me and Mike Tyson, he was talking, and he's just born with that. You don't really get that. You're born with that, and he's a great athlete. I'm looking forward to him. He should be in OSADA program very soon.
Nice. Cody Garbrandt, a guy that I know you have a lot of love for, man. He's had some tough times in his career. What do you envision for him on the way back, getting back? What's the next step for Cody? When is he going to fight?
That's my baby. Cody Garbrandt is my baby boy. He will be a champ again. I really believe he's young. He's 27. I believe he can be a champ again. He's got to get healthy. Got to get the right people around him. And he got to stay positive. Cody's very easy to get negative with a lot of drama. He finds himself in a lot of drama. And he just have to find peace. You understand? I believe Danny Castillo is a great coach. Chris Russ Hall is a great coach. He has some good people around him. I don't know what he needs to do. I never told a fighter where to go, where to train. This is not what I do. I never. But he needs to just figure out what he really do. You understand? And that's it. Cody. Everybody know how I love Cody. He's always gonna be in my heart. He's just a great kid, very loyal. What a great father this kid is. And Cody, one thing about him, he's the most marketable fighters in the UFC. People love Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt got more followers than 98% of the UFC, and people love him. He's a star. Cody Garbrandt is a star.
Habib Nurmagomedov couldn't be here, enjoying some time off, as he certainly deserves. But give me an idea. I mean, we think it's this Tony Ferguson fight. I mean, is that the fight? Because I don't understand what the delay is. It seems like the fight that everybody wants to make, and yet we don't have an announcement yet. And you had Justin Gaethje today saying, "I'll take Habib if this fight with Tony Ferguson isn't happening." What's happening behind the scenes?
Listen, I want to give a shout out to my brother Khabib. He tweeted about this press conference. He Instagram it. He showed a lot of love. That's what show you what kind of human this guy never changed. He's making $10 million a fight now. You know, he's or more. He doesn't change. He doesn't move. And listen, he will fight anybody. Georges St. Pierre, you can get it. Tony Ferguson, you can get it. Listen, I have Henry fought Marlon. I stayed home. Khabib can fight Justin. I have no problem with that. We work dominance MMA. We work different. We don't hold guys from guys. We don't keep guys from guys. If you time up, you up. My opinion, my case is Tony Ferguson fought one time in 2017. He fought one time in 2018. He fought one time in 2019. He declined a title shot. You understand? Justin been knocking head out. He been turning head out. But listen, if Tony want to fight, let's go and do it. If Justin his turn, he's gonna fight Khabib. You know. But if Conor grows some balls, let's fight. But I'm not gonna have Justin take any fight outside Khabib or Conor, because Conor somehow is number 3. You know. But it's okay, whatever. But he wanted to fight Poirier, and I was like, for what? You know, you don't need to fight Poirier. You already fought him. But I think right now, Justin just need to fight for a title to fight Conor.
When does Habib want to fight?
Khabib will fight March, April. Khabib is ready, man. He's been training. He said, Khabib, when he says something, he do it. He said he's going to fight 3 times in less than a year. And he will do it this year.
You got a big fight with Kamaru Usman coming up at the end of the year, one of the most anticipated fights. Colby Covington doesn't mind talking trash. He doesn't mind talking trash about you. I saw an interview he did last week with James Lynch, and he was talking about you and saying that the last time he saw you, you were sexually harassing a UFC employee. He said that you've got court dates coming up and that we should all check on that. What can you tell us about those claims that he made?
And he also said me and Kamaru is not on good terms. Yes, I'm going to court because when this thing in the palm, Sig in the palm, I'm going to court about that. I'm in the UFC. I was every day. I'm harassing people. I'm there. I was there right before I come here with Dana and Hunters. I don't know, man. People come up with stuff. Listen to me. Listen, you can hate me. It's okay. You can hate me, but you will have to respect me. And you understand what happened to you in the palm, boy, and you didn't do shit about it. Listen, but in a way, honestly, man, I'm at this point. I'm not going to be fighting people in casinos anymore. I'm not going to do this because, the guy, I'm not going to give this guy more of my time because he have a problem on his hand. He have a Nigerian nightmare on his hand. They can promote this fight, The reason he's using my name, you understand? I got more Instagram following than he does. I'm sorry, I do. All he does, he tries to separate this great, beautiful country. He's not Americans. They don't do that. If he wants to talk bad about me, go ahead. I'm not gonna get mad anymore. If I see you again, I'm not gonna swing at you. Because he's gonna do 2 things. He's not gonna hit back, and he's gonna call the cops. I'm gonna lose on lose situations. But I understand now my position. I have to be professionals. If somebody do something to me, of course I'm gonna react. But he been saying that for a lot of times. Let him talk. It's all right. Let him talk. Because you know what? I guarantee you, December 14, Usman is gonna make an example out of him, and he's gonna put fear in the rest of the division. Because none of these guys, I'm telling you. I'm going to say this today, and I said before, Henry Cejudo is going to beat Demetrius, he's going to beat TJ. Everybody said, oh, no. Khabib, I said, he's going to beat Conor's ass. Nah, Conor's going to knock him out. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm saying this today, on this day, Kamaru Usman will go down, one of the greatest welterweight all the time. I train with a lot of guys, as far as a lot of my guys. The man possesses something special nobody have. Nobody I ever train have. And I train with the best of the best. He's special. That's it.
You touched on Henry Cejudo there. Dana said he wants him to fight at flyweight. I've seen Henry, and he said, listen, bantamweight might be easier, man. I'm coming back from injury. What do you think? Have you had some conversations? Do you think Dana's going to lean on that, or is he going to have to go flyweight?
Listen, at the end of the day, the UFC is a promotion. They need to do what they need to do. You understand? If Henry can come and fight 25, they can make it. If he can, They just gotta give the belt up, right? This is simple. And I'm not gonna say, oh, Henry needs to hold two belts. It's up to Henry. But right now, Henry can't do anything. He cannot even train. I cannot make this decision for Henry. And I think Henry and Dana need to sit down and they need to talk. And listen, the relationship is good. There's nothing going on. There's no drama. It's none of the stuff. But listen, Henry is a 2-division champion now. Time is different. You know, the man, he said, I want to get paid. And as a manager, okay, I'm gonna try to get you paid. But I think him and Dana have a really good relationship. They sat down before the TJ fight. They need to sit down and talk to each other, and it's okay.
I think the number was brought up today, like 160 athletes that you represent at this point. I wondered, do you or your guys ever talk about a union? I mean, just you guys alone, it seems like, could almost affect massive change in the sport like that. Is that ever discussion that's had amongst your clients?
To be honest, union, when people talk about union, I'm talking about, I don't understand what union mean. But I think one day, you know, I think maybe fighter will have insurance, maybe stuff like that. But I cannot discuss. You saw what happened with unions. You got 2 more rounds. You got Georges St-Pierre, TJ De La Shaw, Cain Velasquez. Boom, what happened? Done. You got some manager before he tried to come on manager. What happened? Guess what? All these people got re-enrolled. Being real. You know what I'm saying? Great real. Do it right. Go sit down with Dana White. Go sit down with Hunter, with the UFC. Said, hey, what do you think about doing this? I do the same thing, but I'm not going to go like a little bitch behind everybody's back and try to go to hotel lobbies and make guys sign paper. This is fucking ridiculous. If you think Dana White is the man, go sit down with the man and talk to him about your problems. If I have a problem, guarantee you, I'm going to pick up the phone and he will answer my phone call because that's the relationship I earned throughout the years. It's different. I earned by being honest, by being truthful, by being up to up. And a lot of people say, oh, you were the house manager. Guarantee you, no. You see Osman fought in Madison Square Garden? He didn't. You know, why? Because we have problem. We still, Osman is not happy. I'm being real. But guess what? We have a contract. We have to respect it. That's it. If you have a problem, you know, if you, in the future you want to talk about fighter association, but the whole thing is, we have to unite it between ourselves. Manager have to unite it. You understand? A fighter have to unite. You know, you don't try to be, you know, like, and listen, and I'm not perfect too. I'm sure I did something wrong to other manager, or other manager did to me. But us, when they have this meeting, remember all these managers? 2 of them went straight to the UFC office, told them everything after, you know. But they were really going to get together and be one team? I doubt it, because I think everybody else is counting everybody's money. I don't count nobody's money. I never did. I'll never have. You know, and that's it, man. It's just simple. If you have problem with how the fighter paid, go sit down with Dana White. Say like, listen, can we do this and this and this? And if you say no, call him out on it.
Yeah. Well, this has been a pretty amazing day for your clients and for your team. Give us an idea, man. What are the goals? I mean, you're managing champions across multiple organizations. You've got a huge roster. What's the future for Dominance MMA?
Listen, my dream always, I want to turn this to an agency, and I'm in the process of doing it. Like I said, I want to serve these guys. I like to train, man. I like to do things different, and it make me closer to these guys. It's not me like I train. I have to find peace of my mind, and I feel, you know, I'm slowly maturing. I want to make this. I'm not interested in football or boxing, maybe boxing or baseball. Or any of this stuff. All I know is MMA. I don't know nothing else. I'm not gonna act like I know anything else. You know, I might like to watch football, but I don't know football. And I know a lot of managers successfully. They don't do football and they're doing great things. Good for them. But I'm just an MMA guy. If you know, listen. And I don't manage anybody. I manage people I like, and I know people's gonna be loyal to me. How many throughout the year left? Barely. Maybe one guy ever left, and I still good friend with him, and I like him. But I'm not for everyone, and everyone is not for me. We're very different, you know. And if you come to Dominance MMA, you'll respect everybody, and they'll respect you back. And if you don't, you're not part of it.